It is Alzheimer's Awareness Month, and here to tell us more about what they are doing and some signs and symptoms to look for, we have Monique Doolittle-Romas. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Melissa.
Great to have you back. Let's first talk about Alzheimer's and what exactly it is.
So Alzheimer's is a form of dementia. So
Okay.
dementia has approximately 100 diseases below it, and it is
Okay.
neurocognitive, so it does impact the brain. So it can be frontotemporal, it could be vascular, it could be a form of Alzheimer's. At this time, there is no cure,
Okay.
but it is a chronic illness and you can get support.
Okay, so why is it important to have a month like this where it's Alzheimer's Awareness Month? What does this do for the disease?
I think it's really important to increase awareness about dementia. Are there things that we can do to prevent having dementia? How do we take care of ourselves? And for those who are living with a form of dementia, it's an opportunity for us to have those discussions to say, I'm here, I support you, and you are not alone. You don't have to face dementia alone. It's 1 month where we can have those conversations.
And even though it seems like we are having more conversations about it, is there still stigma associated with dementia?
Unfortunately, there is some stigma. Perhaps it's self-stigma where I don't want my friends to know, or I don't want my friends to know my spouse perhaps has dementia.
Okay.
So you withdraw a little bit. I think there's also some out in the community. People don't know how to interact, so we're a little less patient with someone who may have dementia. Maybe it's taking a little bit longer at the cash register, so people get impatient.
Right.
Or they don't understand. Dementia does not have to be a normal part of aging, so there is some structural dementia. Workplaces need to learn how to work with somebody with dementia, and more, just as importantly, to be there for their caregivers. Often it is one person that is there for the individual that's living with dementia, so we need workplaces to be really friendly as well. And we need Ottawa and Renfrew County to be dementia friendly.
Okay, talk about some support groups and some services out there for those living with dementia, or maybe family members who someone in the family has dementia.
So the Dementia Society serves over 5,100 people per year, and
Wow.
those are strictly caregivers. And we offer the one-on-one coaching. So if you were to call tomorrow and say, somebody in my family has dementia and I'm not sure how to support them, I'm really challenged, I'm not sure how to respond to the behavior, you would work with a direct coach who could give you that tailored education. Melissa, if this is the behavior or someone's repeating themselves, this is how you could respond. You could then join a support group, which we often refer to as peer support groups. It is
Okay.
facilitated by a coach, but then you're with all other individuals who are traveling the same journey you are. We offer more than 34 support groups per
Wow.
month. They're during the day, they're in the evening, they're in person, they're virtual. Whatever meets your needs, the workshops are there for you as well.
And are there signs and symptoms that individuals can look out for? Because is there normal things that you're forgetting, or when does it become kind of abnormal?
It becomes abnormal if all of a sudden I start to lose my language skills, things
Okay.
language that I used to know previously that I'm really struggling with. If suddenly I don't remember how to use the oven, and I've been cooking for 30 years and I don't know how to turn the oven on, or a little less self-care. Suddenly I don't feel like bathing as often as I used to. Confusion with time, with space, and if someone's repeating themselves, it's often a sign of dementia. I'm not referring to, did I tell you this story? Or I forgot if I told you. I'm speaking about somebody who repeats consistently and literally doesn't recall that they just told you this story. There's also misplacing items. It's not misplacing your car keys. It's like, did I put them in my pocket? Did I put them in my purse? It's putting the cell phone in the fridge
Okay.
and not knowing where to find it, not even knowing you've misplaced it. Those are signs, and it would be important to connect with your family practitioner. Go in, book an appointment, they can work with you, and then if needed, refer you to a neurologist.
And is it okay for family members as well that perhaps you're the one who is noticing signs in your spouse or a family member? Are you able to kind of go and get support too to make sure it is that and just and not? Because I think sometimes there's confusion as, well, maybe it is normal or maybe it's not.
I would encourage someone to reach out to us and speak to
Yeah.
one of our coaches and say, I'm starting to notice these symptoms. What would
Yeah.
you recommend? How do I support my mom? How do I support my dad? How do I support my
How do
spouse?
I approach this?
How do I
Yeah.
approach this? It's not an easy conversation. So it's important that you have that support up front. Also, go to the appointment with your
Okay.
loved one. Be there to hear what they're saying, to interact, maybe to take notes.
Yeah.
I know when you're receiving information, sometimes you're a little overwhelmed at the best of times, so make sure you're there to be with them, to travel the journey with them. But more, just as important as a caregiver, don't do it alone.
Yeah.
You never have to face dementia alone in Ottawa and Renfrew County.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And where can people go for more information and for a list of all those support services?
All they have to do is go to dementiahelp.ca, which links them to all of our programs and services, or give us a call, 613-523-4004. Please reach out. We're there for everyone.
Thank you, Monique, for joining us today. We truly appreciate it.